Dum 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 dum, here is some truths today, here is some truths, here is some truths today, the truths today, dun, dun. Right, in this I analyse the way that the British media sees the world and give you a true version of it, and then I say the word truths about that, because that's a combination of the word true and the word news. I've done that. The Independent, which is sort of nominally a broadsheet type of newspaper, although it now exists in this smaller format, hunt for missing airliner is descending into farce. Oh, well, don't do that. You're even less likely to find it now. A few ways you can look at it. One, it's gone into the sea is vast, it'll take ages to find it. Another one is, terrorists have got it, they've got these mysterious objectives and a peculiar agenda that we can't really understand. But I suppose what it shows us is still we don't really know anything. And I suppose what's interesting about that for me is that most of the important stuff we don't know. We receive we're dealing with such a limited amount of information. I always find the sort of smugness, snobbery and superciliousness of the sciences sort of remarkable and adolescent, like, well, the universe is 30 billion years old. What? But they say, like, how can it be 30 billion years old, given that a year is the time it takes the Earth to go around the sun once? Like, that wouldn't have existed when the solar system wasn't formulated in its current configuration. So the concept of a year is contingent on a particular formation. So the concept of a year can't exist at the beginning of time. How can we know that? When you're dealing with something like 30 billion years, it's completely bloody arbitrary. What are you oh, well, this star's moved this far from that star over an amount of time. Yeah, like, but from the point of view of a human being, we don't know anything at all. So, like, something like an aeroplane disappears, it reminds us in a very prosaic, everyday way that we know very, very little. And that's terrifying unless you just come to terms with the fact that we're dealing with a limited spectrum of knowledge. The Independent covers it. So, what could they do? Could they ignore this image that Joan Collins, now they're sort of the echo of that initial Hollywood thing, that Hollywood selfie continues with Joan Collins and Kingsley. Is that what's going on now? Is this what we're up to? What's going on the planet? Well, this. What are we up to? Like, we could reorder the way that we receive information, transmit information, communicate with one another. All of us are feeling a bit lost and disengaged because we're not having a truthful experience on the planet. We're all sort of delirious and baffled, aren't we, a little bit? Prisoners of care homes. Prisoners of care. Every day they have someone going like that. Yesterday it was a little boy. Now it's him. Nigel Farage. We should ask, can we go into your meetings and see how you formulate information? Did you kip with your aide, Nigel? Because his party is called UKIP. Did you kip with her? Would you ever ask that under any circumstances? Oi, have you kipped with her? Did you kip with her? And also your party is called UKIP. Again, I suppose it's an attempt to pluralise, trivialise the political sphere and a political figure. Although Nigel Farage, I think his whole persona is built on a kind of pint-clutching blokiness. I saw him in a jumper once, he's just like us. I suppose they continue to have to work hard to be seen just like us, because even though they are on an essential atomic electromagnetic level, exactly like us, their behaviour is so absurd that they have to run great big campaigns to seem human. They're so bizarre, they say such bizarre things, they suggest such bizarre things, pursue such odd, selfish, peculiar, self-defeating agendas. Immigration, drain, be concerned about immigration. You're daily reminded of that immigration is a big problem. List of people that Lindsay Lohan has had sex with. It's really strange, isn't it? That's strange. Like if a teenager did that, you'd go, don't be so bloody juvenile, grow up. This is a national newspaper doing a list of people that Lindsay Lohan has had sex with. But someone took time doing that. Took time to do that. Oscar Pistorius, battered door on stumps. A cop recreates the moment Oscar Pistorius bashed down his bathroom door to get to lover Reva Steenkamp's body. Colonel Johan Vermeulen swung a cricket bat at the door after kneeling to the same height as the double amputee on his stumps. This is his freak show circus, isn't it? See, now what it is like, we all gamely participate in the Paralympics. Like, it's good because these people have overcome terrific odds and personal suffering to become athletes, and that's a triumph of the human spirit. But behind it is clearly this latent desire to go, look at the freaks! Look at them! In our history, we love looking at freaks. Barnum, the Elephant Man, all of that. And because this man has done something now questionably, potentially morally dubious, he's currently sort of not been proven guilty, he can again be realigned into the freak category. So we're allowed to go, look at him! He's on his stumps! Batting down the door! Stumpy murder! Stumpy murder! Stumpy murder! Stumpy murder! So we're allowed how to engage with that dark, negative aspect. So with the Paralympics, everyone consensually pretends to care about the human spirit. No, I do care about the human spirit. What? One of them's done something wrong. Stop being murder! Stop being murder! Stop doing that. Or at least acknowledge that you're doing it. And then move towards stopping. Brook's gladiator lover crashes van of dead badgers into a bus stop. What must American people be thinking right now? You're an American. What's going on with those limeys? What are they up to? Well, we've crashed a van of dead badgers into a bus stop. We're just like you. Farthing bike thief is nicked. A boozy thief who stole a penny farthing. So what goes on in that country of yours? We're just like you, except we're driving vans of dead badgers into bus stops. Oh, but other than that, you're the same as the US of States, huh? That's right, we're the same as you. Okay, what else is happening? Farthing bike thief nicked those old-time bikes, penny farthings. People are nicking them. What, today in modern Britain? Yeah, now, a boozy thief who stole a penny farthing to ride 14 miles home was arrested when he tried to flog it to cops. I'm having that penny farthing, I've had too much gin. Here, copper, do you want to buy a penny farthing? You're under arrest. Britain's just like a village full of mad, dead vans full of badgers and penny farthing crimes. What's happening? Jobless labourer. But behind this trivial, silly story, impoverishment and a lack of social care. The bad news is, so they're using the pun around the word noose there, noose a device to execute our fellow human beings. Sometimes it seems incorrectly. In America, lethal injection is the first choice method of execution, but some states still offer an alternative. In Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Kentucky, South Carolina, Tennessee and Virginia, the condemned can choose the electric chair. In Arizona, California, Missouri, Wyoming, you can have the gas chamber option. Hanging is available in New Hampshire. I don't think it's right to kill people, is it? Yeah, but what if they kill one of your relatives? I'd be grief-stricken and I'd probably make irrational choices under the pressure of the grief. So, I'd want other people like the state to come up with an ideology that's based on the better aspect of human nature, not the dark, vengeful, malevolent side of human beings. No, hang 'em, gas 'em. Literally, you've got a choice, haven't you? Why don't we turn it into a game show? Why don't we spin the wheel of death? You've landed on gas. Can't be better for humankind to kill people. Got to be able to arrive at a point of compassion. Of course, if you've murdered someone, you've got to be taken out of society, I suppose. But I don't think, in our utopia that we're all surely working towards, do you want to be gassing, electrocuting and hanging people? No. Stop it then. It's not impossible to imagine a race of human beings like us, but a bit better than us, who behave with respect towards the ecology and one another, is it? Well, let's imagine them, then become them. Cat! That's it. Cat! But basically, aside from the penny farthings and the vans of badgers, it's just a regular country like America, huh? Cat! How are we going to ever convince them to come back under the control of the empire? How are we going to convince them that the American Revolution was a terrible mistake when our news is about vans full of badgers, penny farthing thefts, and simply the face of a cat? It doesn't look good. Oh, in case you want some extra information that might be helpful to you on your journey through life, you've been born, that's happened. You're going to die, okay? So let's try and cope with that. Wherever you are, be there totally. If you'll find your here and now intolerable and it makes you unhappy, you have three options. 1, remove yourself from the situation. 2, change it. Or 3, accept it totally. So if we find this state of this frequency of consciousness, this society that we're living in, of inequality and self-destruction and elitism, if we find it unacceptable, we do, don't we? Yes. So we can either get out of it, or that means we've got to go live on another planet. We can't do that. Accept it. Surely we shouldn't accept it. That's what we're doing at the moment, though. Or change it. Change it. That was some truth, that was some truth today. It was some truth, dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'm incorporating down. The truth today, dum 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 dum. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can, and it would help us if you did, so we can build a consensual organisation to bring about global change. Thank you very much. God bless you, England and America and other English-speaking countries and foreign ones where you can understand me.